welcome back again to my channel.
This is our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you guys for tuning in. And to the new subscribers, welcome to the family. We hope you like it here.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Feel free to engage,
Share. Send money.
Stop
Send
saying
love.
that. We don't need money, guys. Don't send money. But so today's video we are going to talk about finances.
Yeah, I know we promised this for 9 months, I think.
For the longest
it's been a
time.
while. You were still pregnant when we talked about that. Yeah. So we finally had the right
I don't know,
opportunity
why did we
to do
take
it.
this long to talk about it?
I think other things just came up, but I think this is the perfect time to talk about finances. So we appreciate your patience.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
When we first started, I was the hard-headed one. I was like, this man wants to trace my spending. He wants to control how I spend money. He doesn't want me to eat my money in peace.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting topic because there's usually two schools of thoughts, the spender and the saver. Usually. There are people who are in the middle, but for the most part, and as she said, she was the spender and I was the saver. So, and we're going to talk about a couple of things regarding finances. One, what makes one what they are, I think is the biggest one that we'll start off with. Because as we were going through it, after a couple of years when we look back into it, we realized, you know what, you exhibit the behavior that mainly you saw growing up. Yeah, if you saw that growing up, maybe it's even unconscious, but really it plays a huge role on how you actually have your relationship with money is what you saw your parents or your close family do with money. That's how you're going to handle money yourself. That's really what we have found.
Yeah, so you unconsciously come into marriage with what you saw growing up.
Exactly.
So for me growing up, it was, my mom used to plan, she would give me her bank card and tell me, go get this money from the bank, and I would literally withdraw everything.
Yeah.
And she would tell me, this goes to your school fees, this goes here, and I'll see all of it, it's gone. But there were times when my mom was just spontaneous. She'll be like, you know what, I feel so tired, let's just go to Bethlehem, let's get pizza, let's go sit at the park and get a drink, let's just do something different.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
just spontaneously just...
Yeah, so I would see how things were done and I'll feel like this is so awesome because we didn't need to sit hard and write down the budget and be like, okay, we're going to spend. So when I came into marriage, Z is a budget kind of guy, and he'll be like, okay, let's plan the budget. So every time I was like, really? So you want to know how much I spend? I can't spend this money in peace?
Yeah.
You want to chase
your spending habits or whatever.
Yeah,
and I think that's the biggest misconception. Most people, when they think budget, they just think you want to control me. But in actuality, a budget is a very important thing that you need as a couple, because this is what we had to talk about as well. Is me saying let's budget, it's not me saying let's not have fun. It's just me saying, okay, let's see how much is coming in and what's going out, so that we're able to plan for the fun things, so that we're able to have enough money to do those fun things.
Yeah.
Because it's so important to be able to know how much you're spending on a monthly basis versus how much you're coming in and how much you're saving, because that's how you're going to end up building that wealth. That's how you're not going to have expenses that you're just shocked with. I owe a credit card $10,000. What happened there? How did that happen? Right? Because you plan your way out of debt. So I think that was the biggest thing that we had to talk about, that me saying let's budget is not me controlling you.
Yeah, and again, maybe I got it so wrong. I didn't understand what you meant, because I thought you meant even just spending $10. I need to tell you I spent $10.
No,
$50.
exactly. Yeah.
But it was all wrong. I can't even measure it up, but I know there's a certain amount of money that I just cannot just go spending.
Yeah, and then every couple might have a different hard amount that's saying, you know what, beyond this we have to talk about different limits. I meant, beyond this amount, it might be $500 for you guys, maybe $200, whatever it is. You may be like, you know what, beyond this, let's discuss before we spend. Because then we're gonna know this is how much we have in our account, this is how much we're gonna spend out. And also I find it's very important when you have categories. It might be fluid for person, so you're saying for food we're gonna spend this much per month. On gas we're gonna spend this much per month. For fun things we're gonna spend this much. But it doesn't mean when you do something fun, then you're gonna be like, oh, you know what, I want to spend this $10 and do this. We already know we have money set aside for fun. To do fun stuff, right?
Yeah, so I thought it was you trying to trace what I'll go buy, let's say I go window shopping and then I see a
something
nice
you
shirt.
Right? Yeah.
Like I could still do that. I could still buy it. Like I just didn't conceptualize it in the correct way.
In that way that, you know what, I can do this without talking to him. And I think that this might be something that might help another couple who may be having the same conflicts, who think, oh, you're always spending money and I want us to save money so we can build. And you have to also balance each other out as well. Like I was saying, you can budget your way in to fund things, because even if you're a saver, it doesn't mean you just want to hoard all the money. You shouldn't do that, because that's also not okay. You can be a saver, and of course you want to save for your children's future, your own future. If you want to save up for a house, investments, you do need to have those things as you are saving. A part of your money you should save every month. But you also have to remember that, you know what, you have to enjoy what you have with your family. That's what my wife taught me. It's like, you know what, I'm fine with you saving, but you can't save everything to a point where we are not really enjoying life, because at the end of the day, this is material stuff that we're going to live here on earth.
Yeah.
And you never know when the time I go.
Saving all that money and then dying.
And then you die. You don't even
enjoy life.
You didn't enjoy life at all. So there has to be a fine balance. But I would say, even when you do budget, remember to be like, let's have a budget for fun things that we need to do to enjoy our life.
Okay, maybe another question that I have was, so for some people they say you have your own money and I have my own money.
Man.
Like when I get paid, and when you get paid, you spend where you spend and I'll spend where. Like cover this things and I'll cover this things. But I feel like we still have to come together and say, this is how much we have, and this is how we are going to spend. Even if you will cover the bills, say you cover the electricity, internet,
the car, and then you cover the rent and cover whatever.
Yeah, so we still need to talk about it. Don't just assume, okay, you'll take care of that part. We still need to see how much we are saving and where our finances are leading. If we are able to save anything this month, or you know, you get the point. Right?
Yeah, communication is so important, because what you're saying is very important. Because I know what you're saying. There are some people who are like, you know what, my money is my money, her money is her money.
Yeah.
Okay, you both work hard and you have your own incomes, but since you are a team, remember the Bible says the two shall become one, right? So you have to come together, like she's saying, and be like, okay, at the end of the month, this is how much we have. Even if you are responsible for certain things and I'm responsible for certain things, but this is how much we have, so that in that way we have clear communication. Because you don't want to have a situation where you're both mad at each other. I'm like, oh, I thought you were the one who's going to pay for the gas. Now my car ran out of gas, and I thought
you're supposed to pay for the kids.
The kids daycare, whatever, or Netflix, whatever it is, right? And then you're both mad at that point, because the problem was you didn't communicate, you didn't set clear boundaries. So it's something that we believe, again, this is our opinion, and
it's really worked for us.
It's worked for us, because it was a pain point that we had to get through and be like, you know what, let's communicate, let's really talk through our own money issues. And like we said, these things come from how you were raised up and how you saw money being handled. So let's create our own culture.
On that point of you saying these things, yeah, I know we both agreed on that. But would you say you saw your parents doing that, and that's why you were like, I'm gonna do this when I grow up? Or
well, some of it was because of that. Some of it was just because we didn't grow up with a lot of money. But some of it was because, you know, you realize your parents would be like, you know what, okay, this is gonna be for your grocery. We have a list for the stuff you're going to do for groceries. This is going to your school fees and whatever. But I feel like some of it definitely it was done out of necessity, because you're like, you know what, I only have this much money, so I have to see where I'm gonna spend this one, where I'm gonna spend this one. You know what I mean? So part of it was that, but some of it I would say was just growing up, seeing people who had money and reading about them and researching, okay, how did you accumulate this much money that you had? Because I've always had a passion to kind of find out what made people successful. So I would say that really helped me a lot more as I was growing up, to be like, okay, so people who are successful, they definitely are intentional about saving money for investments and having a long-term future. When their kid is born, they're already thinking, okay, college and beyond.
Saving up for your kid, right? That is so
that's another huge thing.
Yeah, that's another huge thing that we did. Like when Tamara was born, we were intentional about it. Like start saving.
You have to save up from when they're born. Even before they know what's going on.
Right.
Because you don't want your kids to have student debt.
Like, we don't want our kids to go through what we went through.
Exactly.
Like we want to break that generation.
We want to break that generation, like, and start building generational wealth. And one of the things is open up. Well, if you live in Canada, it's called an RESP account. So open that up wherever you are, even if it's not an RESP account, something that is just a trust fund for your kid. put in an investment for that so that they already grow up and they are set. That's something that's very important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really all we had to cover, I want to say today. But I think, as we said, definitely budget and understand budgeting is not controlling the other person. Communicate about your money.
Like, I know for ladies, we love spending.
Yeah, and that's nothing wrong as long as
we talked about it and it's part of the budget. Like, sometimes we would budget for my spending and you might even find that I didn't even spend it. And sometimes I do spend, but sometimes I don't even spend it. And funny thing is, men, I don't know if it's only my husband, but men never go shopping.
Yeah.
I always have to go shopping for you.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, you know what? Would I rather buy a pair of jeans or would I rather put this towards something else? You know, I'll buy them later.
But you gotta live.
Yeah, as I keep learning that, you know, it's part of you. You do have to find a way to put that on.
Yeah.
But we also want to know, as we always say, what you guys think. Let us know in the comments what works for you. We really do, and we want the discussion and grow in that as well.
Let's engage.
Yeah, so engage in the comments, share, like this video. Tell us what you think, and if you want to cop the cool hoodies that we have on.
We have the black superheroes.
Yeah, these are pretty cool hoodies by Stuff of Legends. We will put the link.
It's a black-owned
so support
Canadian company.
Black-owned business.
So they came up with this. They worked really hard
to
doing
this
stuff. They put their blood, sweat, and tears.
Listen, we're not getting paid for this, so I would just say don't think we are putting them out there because they're paying us.
No.
They are not paying us. We just think it's a cool company.
They're so cool.
Yeah, so we'll put the link in the description video if you want to check them out. If you want to definitely.
And you can follow them on Instagram.
Yeah,
their stuff is very cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. Bye.
Send them money, guys.
No money. No money.
Just kidding. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.